coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Going left, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Walker. Flushed out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
On the option.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Right there, 54, right there, 50.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Whitlock. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
At the 9-yard line.
run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, obviously, that is declined, and the result is a safety.
And what a momentum play that is, right? You never want to see a safety wiped out. You get the points, and you're going to get the ball back.
This is taken at the 23. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Whitlock. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A run for Nick Chubb, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Josh Rosen in at quarterback. His pass.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
For the Browns.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Walker. Screenplay. Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that's caught by Smith.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Option play, and Walker's going to run with it.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On first down, Carson. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Walker on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run?
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And, oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Check 99. Check 99. 80, 80, 80.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
That's good.
We're up 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, he's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now Walker on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Rosen. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And some room to roam now.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
That ties the game 9-9.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Off the play fake. Walker. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts
19 yards.
as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Walker. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Sideline and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Walker. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Browns take over.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there with a nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Browns add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Option play, and Walker's going to run with it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Rosen looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now Chubb. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 27. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid combination.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Gary Jennings, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Browns 30, Jets 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard
line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Walker.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Walker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw is Walker. Going to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Here's Walker on 3rd and 2. And he fires one, but incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Walker now throwing on 4th down. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He may try and run for this. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Walker. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Walker from the gun on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He'll air this one out deep.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 39.
Complete.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the option, a handoff to Carson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the 4th.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
36.
Now Walker throwing on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Denzel Mims.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Stepping up, he's going to keep. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking deep for Jennings. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 44, Jets 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now left side on the swing pass. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun, Walker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run the screen with Carson.
Walker's
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Gain of 8.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. To throw is Walker on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.